Welcome everyone. We're looking at how to solve percent problems. The most important part of this is to make sure you can figure out what number goes for percent, what number is the part, and what number is the whole. You set it up the same way every time. Let's take a look. In this example, we're going to find a percent given a part and a whole. When we want to find a percent, we're really looking at an equivalent ratio or fraction. The percent over 100 equals our part over our whole. In this problem, 5 of the 25 girls, that is our ratio. 5 to 25. This is our part, and this is our whole. There are 25 girls on the soccer team. 5 of them are 7th grade students. We want to find what percentage of 7th graders are on the team. So what percent is 5 of 25? If we fill this in, the percent is the part we don't know. So something over 100 equals 5 over 25. If we can think, how can we go from 25 to 100? We multiply by 4. That means we need to multiply this times 4. So our answer is going to be 20. So 20 out of 100 is 5 out of 25. That means it is 20%. Another way to look at this is with a double number line. If we look at it as our whole is 25, that's 100%, we want to know how many percent is 5. If we go from 5 to 25 counting by 5s, 10, 15, 20, then in order to get to 100, we need to count by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. There were 5 sections, so we divided 100 by 5 to get 20. We can see that 5 is the same as 20%. This is a good way to do it if we know the part and the whole. We can also divide 5 by 25 to get a decimal. 5 divided by 25 is 2/10. I did that on my calculator, and that is the same as 20%. 2/10, 20/100ths, 20%. In example 2, we're dealing with the same total of 25 girls. So if we look at percent over 100 equals the part over the whole, our whole is still 25. But now, of the 25 girls on the Ayden Middle School soccer team, 40% also play on a travel team. So our percent is 40. Now we don't know the part. We want to know how many of the girls on the middle school team also play on a travel team. We know that it's 40% of 25, but what is that actual number? We can set this up with the 40 over 100 equals, we don't know, over 25. 25 is our whole still. In order to go from 100 to 25, we can divide by 4. So we need to divide this by 4, and we get 10. So 10 out of 25 is 40%. We could also look at our double number line. Same one as before. 25 is our whole. That's the same as 100%. If we want to know 40%, we can count by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80. We knew that 5 was 20% from before. So counting by 5s, 10, 15, 20, we can see that 40% is the same as 10 girls on the team. So 10 out of the 25 girls also play on a travel team. We could find this as using an equation. We would know that 40% of 25, right? That's 0.40 as a decimal, 4/10 or 40/100ths, of is multiplication, 25. So if we find 4/10 of 25 and do it on a calculator, that would give us 10. So 3 different ways to do this problem. In this example, we're still doing the middle school girls soccer team, but now our numbers have changed. They won 80% of their games. So the percent is 80%. The team won 12 games. How many games did it play? Now we know the part, 12. Okay? The total, the whole, is how many games they played altogether. But we only know how many they won. So if we set this up, 80 over 100 equals 12 over we don't know. This one's a little more difficult. How are we going to go from 80 to 12? Well, we could divide 80 by 12, but we don't get an even number. I'm going to simplify this fraction. I'm going to see if I can move this into something that's easy to get to 12. I can write it as 8 over 10. I can also write it as 4 over 5. Now I have something that's easy to go from 4 to 12. To do that, I multiply by 3. It's all about finding equivalent fractions. If I multiply the 5 by 3, that's going to be 15. So 12 out of 15 games. 15 would be the total number of games they played. We could do this on a double number line as well. I really find double number lines to be an easy way to visualize percents. We don't know what our total is, but we do know that 80% is 12 games. If we set up a double number line like this, with 12 being the same as 80%, 20, 40, 60, I have 4 divisions in here to get up to 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so I'm going to be counting by 3s here. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. 15 is 100%. Same answer I got here. Well, there you have it. That's how you solve percent problems. Remember, this is the equation you want to use every time. The percent over 100 equals the part over the whole. And then you just figure out which part you're missing and solve for that. We'll see you tomorrow.